safety induction protocols. Make sure your seating position feels comfortable and does not have potential to cause spinal problems. Adjust the lighting of your computer or smartphone screen so that your eyes are comfortable. Make sure the stove, lamp, air conditioner and other electrical equipment are in the safe condition and do not have potential to cause a fire. Make sure you know the emergency response procedure when there is an emergency such as fire and earthquake. In the event of an earthquake, please stay calm and observe your surroundings. Avoid walls and windows. Immediately take cover under a table, a chair, or sturdy construction to protect your head and body until the earthquake completely stops. If fire occurs, extinguish it immediately with available fire extinguisher. But if it is not possible, please immediately evacuate and contact the fire department. In every emergency situation, you must remain calm and always be alert. Immediately get out of the room or building by following the evacuation sign and gather at the available gathering point. Please don't carry heavy loads and take off your high-heeled shoes. By knowing safety induction early, we can avoid accidents. Have a fruitful discussion. Thank you.
UIGM Metric World University Rankings is Universitas Indonesia's initiative to promote sustainability in universities and involve stakeholders in any kind of efforts to create a sustainable environment for the universities and beyond. Since 2010 until 2022, our rankings have attracted the active participation of 1050 universities representing 85 countries. Through 39 indicators in 6 methodologies, UIGM Metric carefully evaluates universities' environmental commitment and initiatives. We strive to encourage sustainability practices, provide sustainability-related services and facilitate international partnerships on sustainability. As a global network of universities concerned with sustainability, we seek to advance the efforts of our members and contribute to global society by shaping higher education and research in sustainability, creating global sustainability leaders, and partnering on solutions to sustainability challenges.
Join us to achieve sustainable future.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, and welcome to the third session of UIGM Metrics Information Session, Questionnaire and Events for the year 2023. Today, we will discover the latest updates on the questionnaire and events of UIGM Metric World University Rankings, and also having the opportunity to meet our chairperson and esteemed experts. My name is Yovita Iwananda, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies of today's sessions. I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you, including the chairperson of UIGM Metric, Professor Dr. Engineer Riri Fitrisari, the expert members of UIGM Metric, Professor Engineer Gunawan Cahyono and Dr. Ruki Harwahyu, as well as all directors, vice directors, deans, and campus sustainability teams from approximately 60 universities and 30 countries worldwide. We are truly delighted to have each and every one of you to join us in this opportunity. This session will be divided into three parts. The first part will focus on the presentation about UIGM Metric World University Rankings and its networks. In the second part, we will hear the presentation on the 2023 UIGM Metric indicators and data submission process. And lastly, we will have a Q&A sessions. And if you wish to ask questions at the end of the presentations, please use the raise hand feature in Zoom, and we will allow you to ask your questions directly to our speakers. Or you can also write it down, your questions in the comment sections. Before we start, we would like to take a group photo. So please to all participants to activate your camera. And Masarino, could you please assist us to taking the photo? Thank you, Mas Rino, for your assistance. Next, we will hear the opening remarks from the chairperson of UI Green Metric, Professor Dr. Engineer Riri Fitrisari, MMMSC. Please, Prof. Riri, time is yours.
Thank you, Yovita. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to UI Green Metric Information Session, the third one we do this week. I'm really happy to welcome all of you. I would like to greet my friends, a very close friend, Professor Margarita Redina from Ruden. I can see also Dennis Matias, Dr. Dennis Matias from Szeged University, our national coordinator. I know that you know a great deal about UI Green Metric, but you still come. I really appreciate. And also, I've seen that many vice rectors and university leaders are coming up today. And it is really enjoyable to know that today we will be able to explain to you how UI Green Metric have gone from one strength to another strength, and we would like to welcome all of you in our network, UI Green Metric University Network, in which we have done a lot of things in our collaboration. And we know that you are going to share also your experience by joining us in our ranking. Today, our expert member, Professor Gunawan Cahyono and Dr. Ruki Harwahyu will present you things that you should note to be able to perform better, hopefully this year, and in showing things that you have done to improve your university condition. And I know that I can see here we have friends from Songkla University, Vice President Tachai Wiranantasun, also from Turkey. I can see many friends also. Vice Rector Mucip Genisel from Agri Ibrahim Çeçen University, Turkey. I know that all of you also will be able to also contribute and show us in great deal, because next week, for example, we are going to meet in in Braga, in Portugal, and these are the program book in which more than 80 full papers have been submitted, and we will hear the presentation from best university leaders in how they have done their story to achieve a better universities sustainability performance, and also how we can also get inspired by knowing that there are a lot of things that we should improve in order to improve our setting and infrastructure condition in our university, energy and climate change mitigation program, also how to improve waste management, water management, transportation, and also how education and research can be improved. So fellow university leaders and all officers, champion of sustainability, once again, welcome all of you. I can see that we have friends also from Tohu, and I know that there are many people from all over the world. So I'm looking forward to receive your submission for this year by October. So, and also if you would like to join us to be coordinators for university that is not yet in our list, you are all welcome. For example, this some university maybe in the country that has not got any national coordinator, we are welcoming you also. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to thank you again and hope for a fruitful discussion this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Riri, for your enlightening remarks. Now, let's explore further into UI Green Metric World University Rankings and its network from Professor Engineer Gunawan Cahyono, MArch, PhD, the expert member of UI Green Metric. will guide us through this topic. Please, Prof. Gunawan, time is yours.
Thank you, Jovita. My dear colleagues, I hope all of you in a very good condition. Allow me to share some of my slides to you. Here we go. Something is wrong. Okay, sorry for that. Well, as most of you probably had already known, except those who newly joined our meeting today. What is UI grid metric? Sorry for that. We rank the world university according to the green and sustainability achievement of the campus in the world. This activity was initiated by Universitas Indonesia in 2010. As the next slide you will see, we are among the ranking organization of the world, but especially for the sustainable achievement of your campus rather than academic achievement. So by this chart shows you that the ranking, international ranking organization had already started possibly by Shanghai Jiaotong in 2003 and then follows by others. But in 2010, Universitas Indonesia start to rank the world university according to sustainability achievement. Up to now, we continuously rank every year about how well you had achieved to make your university greener and less burden for the next generation of your countries, actually. What is the mission and vision of UI Green Metric? Of course, the vision is to be an open and respected world university rankings which brings sustainable impact to universities around the world. And from that vision, we have 4 missions. First is organizing annual world university rankings on sustainability. And the second one, we encourage sustainability practices in universities around the world. And for the third mission, we provide sustainability-related services for universities around the world. And lastly, we facilitate international partnership on sustainability. So this chart shows you about the history. By 2010, we ranked only 95 universities in 35 countries who had submitted their score in our ranking system. And by 2020, we had already ranked 1,050 universities with 85 countries submitted in our ranking system. So each year we get increasing number of participants to our ranking system. In 2010, we only have 5 categories to be evaluated. But in 2012, we add education as a new category. So now we have 6 categories to be ranked in our ranking system. Our methods covers setting an infrastructure, which consists of about 15% of the weight. And then energy and climate change, as you all know, that it's become a big issue in the world today. So it covers about 21% of the score, of the weight of the score. And then we want to know also how you manage your waste in your campus, which cover about 18% of the weight. And then we also need to know how well you manage your water, running water and recycling water, and also the water consumption, and also how you prevent your water to be polluted from many sources. So it consists of about 10% of the weight of our ranking system. Then we need also to know the mobility, which will score in the transportation management in your campus. And finally, because campus main business is in education, so we need to know how well you manage your education and how many percentage of the fund your university manage for sustainability activities. So it consists of about 18% of the waste. So now let me show you that how our categories related to sustainable development goals. As all of you had already known that sustainable development goals initiated by the United Nations, and it officially launched in 2015, and up to now it had already running for 8 years, but it is expected that by the year 2030 all of the goals in sustainable development will be achieved, hopefully, but we are still far from that. So in waste we have 6 goals related. In the category of energy and climate change, we also have 6 category of our ranking are related to the UN Sustainable Development Goals. And how about education and research? It shows that 13 of the Sustainable Development Goals are related to this category. And in water management, we found 4 goals are related to our category. And in transportation, we also found 4 goals are related to our category. And in setting and infrastructure, we find 6 goals, 6 goals of SDGs are related in our category. So when you want to join us, please mention the region, so it allows us to group the zone for you and also your countries. Possibly we can categorize each country, your rank in each country and your achievement in your country. And then mention your category as well. We will group the category, let's say, according to setting infrastructure, how well you rank in your countries and the region as well. And please mention about your setting. Is it rural? Is it suburban? Is it urban? Or in the city center or high-rise building? And please mention clearly the type of your campus. Is that a comprehensive campus or specialized? Some campus specialize in engineering, some put more attention on medicine, and so on. So please mention it clearly in the questionnaire. This shows you the trend in our ranking. As I had mentioned before, starting in 2010, we only get 95, covered 35 countries. But last year, we had already get 1,050 universities joining us, which cover 85 countries. But you, as all of you had already known that in 2020, even pandemic strikes most of the countries, but in terms of participants, we are not decreasing. It's still increasing from 2019, 780, and then in 2020, even we had pandemic, it increased into 912. The country is a little bit dropped, and the pandemic shows severe results. So in terms of countries, it's dropped. This picture shows you the spread of the zone. Say we have 271 participants in European universities. We got majority of participants are from Asia, and we start getting more attention from African participants, and we had also Latin American participant 124 and the North American participant with 29 universities joining us. How to participate and register? Just go to the website or you can email us with greenmetric@ui.ac.id. Please remember the timelines because it shows you the deadlines. The data submission will be closed by 31st of October because we need about 1 month of evaluation, validation, verification from our assessor and also the reviewer to review whether your evidence is sufficient enough for us to verify your data, and we will announce the result by the midst of December each year. So our aims is sustainable universities and then sustainable future. Our principles, we still keep our principle with the open and then participatory, collaborative, mutual respect, and common goals. Those who join this ranking, you will be automatically a member of the UI Green Metric, and many countries had already elected the national coordinator for the country's participants. The thematic priority activities is first, shaping global higher education and research in sustainability, and creating global sustainability leaders, and then partnering on solutions to sustainability challenges. So we can get together to shape the policy for higher education and research in the sustainability issues that have significant impact to the world. And we will also cooperate to enhance the global leadership capabilities of faculty, administrators, and students, as well as their institutions. We will work together with partners from government and business, international organizations, and community leaders on solutions to regional and global sustainability challenges. So we aim at lessen the burden of our next generations. These pictures show you the national coordinator of UI Green Metric World University Ranking Network. So you see the picture of the national coordinators. And we also have many programs. One international report which will happen this week in Portugal. We hope many of you can join this program, which will be in 15 to 17 of June in Portugal, University of Minho, Braga. And we also had other programs. International Sustainability Leader Meeting will be hosted by Austin Technical University by this October in Ankara, Turkey. And we also have some national activities. Let's say in September 25th, Rudin University in Russia will have a national university conference about Uyghur metric. And also in September 25th, Bogota, Universidad Militar Nueva Granada will host a conference about UI Green Metric as well. So please join these activities. The agenda, of course, like the last slide I had shown, we have also initiated online course beginning by 2 years ago, and now it was joined by university around the world, hosted by 7 universities in Latin America, Europe, as well as Asia, which include this online course on sustainability are joined by 30 teachers and 68 students so far in the fall semester of 2022. The university from Brazil, Indonesia, Colombia, Hungary, UAE, and also Ecuador and Tunisia. We welcome you to join this activity. So this shows you this week's events. So that's the 9th International Workshop on UI Green Metric World University Ranking, hosted by Universidade do Minho in Braga, Portugal. So please join this activity. We also offer services which comprises of consulting, ranking tracker, and then 3 rating. As you know that if we rate hotel, it will have star rating rather than 3 rating, because these activities are related to sustainability. Then we put 3 as our rating symbol. And then also event, who want to host an event, we will have the service for you, especially to offer who will be the appropriate speaker, the most appropriate speakers for your event. And then also you can put your university symbol in our website for your branding. And also we offer some assistance on SDG report. If you consider this helpful for the achievement of your university, you can ask for this service. What will be the benefit? Of course, the first is supporting UIGM Matrix activities around the world, and then showcasing your university best practices in sustainability, and thirdly, implementing partnership for the goals. Sustainable Development Goals number 17. So we now in the era of collaboration, cooperation, rather besides competition. Of course, that is also important if we are in the framework of this era of capitalism. And fourthly, promoting your university to more than 1,050 universities from 85 countries. And then the last one is getting an in-depth insight to your university performance in UIGM Matrix and ways of improvement. So by joining our services, you can get this benefit. So we look forward to receiving your confirmation to take our package to improve your sustainability framework. You can join our service if you are interested. Please complete the link below, which is https. You can see that. This is the guarantee show that if you join this service, then we offer you this according to what kind of package you want to join. Joining the Platinum package, then we allow us to make kind of 3 rating for you besides the certificate of compliance. This shows you the university partners joining our services in 2021. Platinum package, Gold package, and Silver package. And this shows you who joins who becomes our partners in 2022, who joins the Platinum package. The university symbols are there, and then Gold package, and then the Silver package. In 2023, we had already received the requests from so many universities and also our partners to join our packages, service package. Let me show you some useful links. About the methodology, you can go to this link, UIGM Matrix World University Ranking. About the result, you can go to another link. And then our network can go about the UIGM Matrix World University Rankings Network. I think this is my last slide to be with you. Please don't hesitate to ask any question you need to ask. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prof. Gunawan, for the in-depth presentation on the UIGM Matrix World University Rankings and its network. Now let's move on to session 2, where we will discuss the 2023 UI Agrimetric indicators and the data submission process from Dr. Ruki Harwahyu, MTMSC, the expert member of UI Agrimetric, to guide us through this important information. Please, Dr. Ruki, the time is yours.
Thank you, Yovita. Can you hear my voice?
Clear.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Let me share my screen. Okay. Good day, everyone from around the world. Thank you for joining this information session. My name is Ruki Harwahyu. I'm an expert member in UI Green Metric. And in this session, I would like to inform you about some updates regarding our questionnaire in 2023. And also some information about data submission process. Yeah. So what's new in 2023? Our big theme is about innovation, impacts, and future direction of sustainable universities. Usually this theme is becoming the umbrella topics for our network discussion around in our network, regional or international, as well as some talks that we may held in the events in our network. Yeah. Meanwhile, for the questionnaire itself, Professor Gunawan already informed that UI Green Metric this year still use 60. Inside of each category, there are several questions. There are several indicators in this case. Yeah. So in the first category, which is setting an infrastructure, which counts for 15% of the total scoring for the rankings, we are measuring these items or these key indicators. The first one is ratio of open space area to the total area of your campus. Yeah. And the second, total area on the campus covered by forest vegetation, and then as well as the planted vegetation in number 3. And we also measure, or we also assess, the area of water absorption provided in your campus. Of course, it is beside forest and planted vegetation area because it is already counted in the previous items. And total open space divided by total campus population. Hopefully here we are expecting, we are getting the image or the information about how good the university is providing the open space toward the campus population, something like that. And percentage of university budget for sustainability effort. Yeah. And the next is percentage of operation and maintenance activity of the buildings in the campus in 1 year period. And campus facilities for disabilities, for special needs, for maternity care, something like that. Although this is, as you might know, this is green metric. We are measuring, we are assessing the effort as well as the achievement of each campus in terms of green and sustainability. However, we also counted something like this, facilities for disability, something like that. It is to encourage that the campus that is already green, it is better to allow everyone, inclusively, to also enjoy or to also take advantage of the green facility that is already provided by the university. And the next is about security and safety facilities, and also health infrastructure for the students, academics, and other staff, as well as the conservation policy regarding the plants, animal, or wildlife, and so on. These are the key indicators for setting an infrastructure. Meanwhile, there will be also some questions that are not counted. I mean, they don't have any score, such as we also asking about your climate, your region, whether it is in urban, suburban, or something like that, but it is not measured in the scoring system. Meanwhile, the question that is listed in this page, it will be counted. Yeah. For each question, we provide the options for the answer. So, for example, about the security and safety facilities, yeah, you will find the available options for your answer is such as whether it is available or not, whether if it is available, whether it is available in all the campus, and response time is fast enough for the security officer to do some action when something bad happens, something like that. So we categorize the condition. So you during answering this questionnaire just need to choose one situation that that specify your condition best. Yeah. And the second category is energy and climate change, or EC. Yeah, in this category, we are focusing on the university action as well as policy. Yeah, regarding the building, regarding the action to combat the climate change. Yeah. The key indicator used in this category, if we count them all, it will be around 21% compared to the total scoring. Yeah. The first, we are asking about energy efficiency appliance usage. Yeah. How many, whether it is available in every building, yeah, something like that. Yeah. You will find the options that you can choose. Yeah. And smart building implementation as well. And the next, we are asking about number of renewable energy sources on the campus, total electricity usage divided by total campus population. Yeah, we suggest to provide it in kilowatt hour per person, yeah, per year as well. And the ratio of renewable energy production divided by total energy usage. Sorry, I just returned my connection. Okay, let me continue. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We are assessing the total electricity usage divided by total campus population. The next is ratio of renewable energy production divided by total energy usage per year. So the higher the better, yeah, in this case. An element of green building implementation as reflected in all construction and renovation policies. Yeah. And greenhouse gas emission program, gas emission reduction program, and total carbon footprint divided by total campus population in metric ton per person, number of innovative programs in energy and climate change, and lastly, the impactful university programs on climate change. Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you find that this information, of course, it is actually detailed information. Yeah, you can also find this in our guideline that is already published in our website. You can download. Anyone can download it without login. You can find PDF listing all the questions as well as the options that you can choose. Yeah, one answer for each question, and the weighting or the score for each indicator, as well as the definition. For example, if you are wondering about green element of green building, what are they? Yeah, you can find it in our guideline in more detail. Yeah. Let me continue to the next. The next category is waste, actually waste management. Yeah, waste treatment, recycling program, something like that. Yeah. In this category, we introduce one new indicator in this year, 2023. Yeah, we are asking or assessing about 3R program. Yeah, reduce, reuse, recycling program for university waste. Yeah, and others Other questions are or other indicators are still the same from last year. They are programmed to reduce the use of paper and plastic on campus, organic waste treatment, inorganic waste treatment, toxic waste treatment, and sewage disposal. Next is water category, or we abbreviate it as WR. Universities are expected to decrease water usage, groundwater usage, in protecting the natural resources, increase the conservation program, protect the habitat, etc. Related to the water. And the key indicator in these categories are water conservation program and its implementation, water recycling program implementation, and water efficient appliance usage, consumption of treated water, and water pollution control in campus area. The next category is about transportation. This category is focusing about the way we commute and the impact to the environment, and the impact to the sustainability, because most of the cases commuting emits carbon footprint, emits carbon. So we try to assess several indicators here. The total number of vehicle divided by total campus population, here in the first category, first indicator. The second one is about shuttle service, whether it is available or not, whether it is free, provided by the campus or not, something like that. The next is zero emission vehicle policy on campus, ZEV, such as electric scooter, maybe electric bus, for example, whether it is exists or there are some kind of policy on the campus or not to support that. Not must be electric, but zero emission. The emphasis is on the emission. The total number of zero emission vehicle divided by total campus population, and the ratio of ground parking area to the total campus area. Program to limit or decrease the parking area during the last 3 years. In this case, we are discouraging the usage of private vehicle, actually. Number of initiative to decrease private vehicle usage on campus, and the condition or the support for pedestrian path on the campus. The last category is education and research, or ED. We are assessing several indicators here, including 2 new indicators or 2 new questions introduced in this year. You can see in the black color. Let me read all of them from the top. The first is the ratio of sustainability courses to the total courses offered in the campus. The next is ratio of sustainability research funding to the total research funding. Number of scholarly publication in the sustainability related topics. Number of related events on related to sustainability, and number of activities organized by student organization, specifically student organization, that is related to sustainability for the recent year. And number of university-run sustainability website, whether it is exists or not, well maintained or not, well updated or not. Sustainability report. Next, number of cultural activity on the campus. This is related to the inclusivity of the campus again, because cultural activity is expected to be open, to be accessible by any people, including maybe societies or common people around the campus area. Next is number of university sustainability programs with international collaborations, and number of sustainability community service projects organized by or involving the students of your university. Yeah. In some points here, you can see that we are putting emphasis on the involvement of the student, because we are expecting higher education to make to give education not only by courses but also by projects, by involvement, by activities, and especially for green metrics, those activities must be related to sustainability. Yeah. And lastly, the last indicators in this category is number of sustainability related startups or spin-off. Yeah. Maintained by university, maybe from initiated by the student or by the teacher or by the alumni. Yeah. Usually university nowadays are caring about that time. Yeah. And we are counting about those startups or those companies that are running the business around the sustainability. Yeah. Okay, that's all about the indicators or our questionnaires. Yeah, in this year you can find again, to be more detailed, to be more precise, in our guideline, easily and freely accessible by anyone in our websites. Now let me update some information about data submission process in 2023. You can register if you haven't, if you are newly participating in this meeting maybe, or in this network. Please don't hesitate to register by yourself by accessing this URL, or just send us an email. We will get you through the registration process. At least, yeah, if you already seen from the previous explanation, my previous explanation, you can imagine that there will be a lot of data that you need to collect, that you need to ask maybe from your college, from your team in your university, to start filling the questionnaire. However, I suggest to still keep doing it, because at least it will be it can serve as your baseline. Yeah, maybe this year your data collection is not so precise or not so comprehensive. However, next year you can improve again, and you can see some maybe improvement. Yeah, because every effort, every budgeting, for example, you may need some supporting evidence, yeah, to justify your policy or your plan. This kind of data submission can trigger data collection that is more comprehensive in your campus, can be used by anyone, and will be very useful. Yeah. Most of universities that are already joining this ranking find it very useful. And this is the timeline. I think Professor Gunawan already mentioned about this timeline. Yeah, we will announce the result in December. And for data submission, just like any other data submission, we are using online submission, web-based submission. This can be accessed by mobile phone as well, but of course, I not really recommending it accessing using your smartphone, because you may need to upload or to fill some numerical data over there. Yeah, this is the profile page. We suggest you to complete the profile page. Yeah, so we can contact you in case something needs to be done by your site. Yeah. And this is the questionnaire page. You can see that in the top page, there are 6 categories. You can fill and which category according to your preference. Maybe, for example, the data comes first about the waste management. You can just click the waste category and start filling some data to the questionnaire. There are question numbers, questions, text, and also the answer. You can click the category. You can click the question mark icon here to read the information if you are not sure about the question. And in some questions, we also suggest you to upload the evidence. Evidence is a document, yeah, that support your claim for a certain answer. And if you are wondering what kind of evidence that can support your answer, we also provide evidence template for you to download to see, and maybe to change some part of it with your data, with your condition. For example, some photographs about the campus buildings, yeah, something like that. You can submit it in any format, whether it is document or PDF format. This is just an example for the evidence file. Yeah, we need you to fill basic information about your university on the top. After that, yeah, usually the evidence needs some pictures, photographs, real photographs, and maybe some links as well, URL as well, to guide us to see maybe the live update from the website, or maybe from the news feed or social media, maybe, yeah. Anything that you think it can support your claim, yeah. And of course, you need to add a brief description below, yeah, after the images. Yeah, okay. Yeah, please provide everything in English, yeah, so we can assess them easily. And finally, after you finish or reach the end of the page, the end of the questionnaire page, you can see the term and condition that this data will be used at least for 3 years if you are not updating your data in the next 3 years, yeah. But however, if you just due to some cases you decide not to you decide to request us not to include your university again in the ranking, just tell us, yeah, email us, so we will remove your data. And finally, before you submit, you can check again everything. You can print every data for your archive. Maybe you can print it maybe to PDF or something, yeah. Save it as draft for you to work again later, or just submit it. Of course, after you submit the data, you will not be able to change it anymore, yeah. We will start working on the verification process, yeah. Okay, just final confirmation before you submit the data. Yeah, that's all. After you submit the data, we will start working on the verification process and inform you again about the next step if some steps are needed from your side, and then we will release the result by the end of this year. These links are some, maybe you will find it some useful resources there about the result of last year, maybe, or methodology, our guideline, our evidence template. You can access all of them in our website. And also some information about the network activities, you can see it in our website below. Yeah. Okay. And lastly, if you have any more question outside from this information session, you can always contact us to this contact window, Miss Sabrina or Miss Dian. You can also email us or send us I think this is not WhatsApp phone, yeah. This is a regular phone. You can call us, yeah. And maybe you can also check our other effort in sending this green issue, yeah, or spreading this green and sustainability awareness issue to the city level, yeah. You can check our website, greenmetric.ui.ac.id/city. Okay, I think that's all from my side, and back to you, Miss Yovita. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Ruki, for providing us with valuable insights into the UIGREEN metrics, indicators, and data submission process. Now it's time for the Q&A. Please, to all participants, if you wish to ask question, use the raise hand feature in Zoom, or you can write it down in the comment section. Are there any questions from the participants? I encourage all of you to participate by asking questions related to UIGRIM Metric and its initiatives. Also, there's questions from Mr. Aitak in the comment sections. The questions to Prof. Gunawan, it is about online course sections. For the fall semester of 2023, they will be organized. Can we collaborate on these courses? Namely, can we participate as a lecturer, and also can our students take them? Please give us much more information about online course sections. Thank you. Please, Professor Gunawan.
Thank you. How do I pronounce your name? Mr. Perian Akan. Oh,
Ms. Aita.
Oh, Miss. Sorry for my mistake. Perian Akan. Okay, that's a very good question. If you want to participate as a lecturer, you may send an email to the committee first, I think. Because this is already running for the 3rd years for the international students. It's running right now. If you want to just familiarize with this program, send your student to participate it first. And after that, if in the workshop, or I don't know whether you joined the workshop in Portugal this year, you can find the participant from UIGM to express your will. Then we will put your name into it and make consideration, because I'm not the lecturer actually, but I think it had been organized by Dr. Junaidi. I don't know whether you know this person, who is the vice chairman of UIGM, who organized this activity, and it's running for the 3rd years right now. Perhaps it's had already opened the admission for the student to join, and the professor who involved in this activity had already sent the lecture notes as well as the content. Because as you know in my presentation, there are 7 universities who form the, we can say it's kind of permanent members for the open course, the online course. So send us your email to ask for more detailed explanation. Because right now probably I have so limited information for you. I'm sorry about that. Does that answer your question? Okay. You have to unmute first.
Thank you, Professor Gunawan and Ms. Aitak. And the next question, there is Mr. Johan. Please.
Yes, so good evening, all of you. So I am Dr. Johan, representing the Open University of Sri Lanka. So I must thank you for inviting us to this kind of event to get this knowledge from you. So we first registered actually in 2021. So can I ask a few questions related to this questionnaire? Is that okay? So we have some questions need to clarify.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So in the first section, that the settings and infrastructure, 1.15. So the estimated annual total population. So do we need to give the annual population or daily population? Because we had some issues when we calculating that the total open space area divided by the total campus population. So in the same time.
Okay. If
Yes.
annual population, it will be very different. The registered student, the staff, the administrative staff, and also the faculty members or academic staff, you can say, who had activities in your campus. That's mean the population. You just divide for the total number of those who involved in daily activities in your campus.
Yes.
By the time we had pandemic, it's dropped.
Yes,
it's
that's
dropped.
true.
The number dropped because work from home.
Yeah.
Lecture also, you can get the lecture from home. But it dropped in the number. Let's say you gain more score in setting and infrastructure, but you will gain less score if your campus has so little population. That means the energy cost will be increased, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Professor, in
So
our case,
it's kind of balanced too.
yes. Thank you very much, Professor, for your answer. But in our case, we have around 50,000 students registered in our university, but daily around 2,500 students moving through the university. So that is the thing that we need to clarify actually, because 50,000 students not coming daily purpose.
Okay, you need to explain it, because we also ask the online student or regular student, right?
Yes.
Possibly some student doesn't need to go to the campus, or you still offer online course. Now many universities offer hybrid online as well as offline courses in the campus.
Yes. So
So you
actually,
just count the average daily student who attended lecture and also laboratory. If you are a comprehensive university, that means you are running lab as well, right? Some
yes.
of the courses cannot be only face-to-face discussion, but you have to really do some experiment in the lab. So just calculate that, because you manage it, right? You had how many people attended from the year 2022's data. I think you have collected that, because your university, I had visited some Sri Lankan university, which is like the one with Moratoa or something.
Right. Yes.
Has a very good administration record, right? So just submit that proof as the record, and or we usually believe your claim in terms of student body, administrative staff, and also the students.
Yes. Thank you, Professor. But when we calculating that the energy and climate change category, the 2.7, the total electricity usage divided by the total campus population.
Yeah.
So in that case, we have to use 50,000 population for this calculation. So how we do that?
The one who really use that energy. That makes sense.
Yes. But according to that formula, so we must divided that from 1.15.
Yeah. Right.
So then we have two numbers. So then what we can do?
Two numbers. Which numbers?
That means the daily number and the annual population.
The population.
Yes.
The population of those who come into the campus and use the classroom and laboratory. Those work from home, possibly very difficult to count because he use his own energy. He or she use the home energy, different calculation. What we need to know is the information about the campus. Out of campus, we cannot estimate or cannot evaluate.
Right. So can I ask a few more things? Is that okay for you?
Ask Miss Jovita. I think it's okay. To me,
Yeah. So another thing, actually, when we submitting our information related to the transportation, so then we mention that shuttle services not relevant to our university because in our
you
main
can do so.
yes, but when we take in, when we receive in the points, so we just took 75 only, but we expected 300, so we submitted some relevant information as well. So is
Yeah,
there
the
any?
evidence.
Yes, we
The
sent
evidence of your
evidences.
claim. Then I don't know because we will give your information, your submitted information to the reviewer, right? The
Yes.
reviewer also expert in this area. If your information or your evidence is explicit, then they will be convinced by your information. Then they will verify it as okay, this is a true claim. Then we will go into the next step to our algorithm that calculate the ranking. So nobody can change it anyway. But the reviewer usually discuss. We have a final round of discussion about the cases, special case, which occur in the evaluation and the reviewer cannot make the direct decision. That means that the committee who attended the plenary session will decide, okay, this is,
So and
according to the claim, is okay for this.
yes, and also we
Right.
submitted some relevant information to waste and the water sections. So we received very low scores, but we sent some evidences. In this case, we are in a trouble because we still have no idea what kind of evidences for each and every questions. So is that possible to send us some more informative template by explaining each and every question? If we go for shuttle services are not relevant, so what kind of information that you required? So in that case, is that possible?
Usually in water and as well as waste, we need
Yes.
to know the volume. The volumes, let's say you have rainfall volumes or rainfall. How many water you can retain in your campus and reuse it? It can be calculated, right? If you only show picture, then the reviewer will, oh, it's insufficient. Probably your claim is too high. So don't let the reviewer estimate for you, but you estimate it from the rainfall information and the campus area, then your effort to stop the water running out, and then you make conservation of the water with your water tank. Let's say for 1 hour of rainfall, we are not expect you to have the whole hours of rain, but at least 1 hour of rain can calculate your requirements, right? So please show the evidence by number, volume. Possibly, Pak Ruki want to add some information for that. Please, Pak Ruki.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Prof. Gunawan. Dr. Johan,
Thank you, Professor.
thank you for your
Yes.
question regarding the first question about the campus population. I think yes, it could be thought differently. I mean about the definition of the population, yeah. But for the consistency purpose, you already see that campus population is used in several equations, yeah.
Yes.
So for consistency purpose, I suggest you to use the full number of population because it works for most of the universities. Yeah, some special kind of universities such as those who only or those who majority use online class, maybe they can use different kind of calculation, but in most of the case, reviewer also will be more convinced if you use consistent data. That's why I suggest you just use the total number of population. And for the second question regarding the evidence, I think your point is about the evidence, yeah. What Professor Gunawan already said is correct, that we forward everything to the verificator or to the reviewer. That's why convincing data, whether it is numerical or also explanation, yeah, it will be very important, not to be too long, not too short. That is the, how to say, there is no exact answer for that, but we do thankful for your inputs that at some points we will try to improve our template, our evidence template. Yeah, especially for the question that you mentioned, the type of transpiration. If it is not applicable, then what facts need to be taught? Yeah, we will give probably an example. Yeah, but again, this example is will be quite general. Every universities needs to provide more convincing data. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all of my addition, Professor Gunawan and Dr. Johan.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ruki. So actually, if possible, if you can send us some template with more information, that means for each and every points that in the questionnaire. So that's better, I think, to...
Yeah, the update will be in our website, so
yes,
everyone, not only you, can
yes,
see it. Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
If we do update it, I'll give the update for that. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So thank you very much.
You're
for
welcome,
your kind
Dr. Johan.
answers. Yes. Thank you very much, Professor. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Johan, Prof. Gunawan, and Dr. Ruki. There is several questions from Miss Ines. At water criteria, may you explain better or please give example of what means water recycling program implementation? And the second one is, the guideline gives example of this program, but is it mandatory to be written as a program, or may we give example of our many separated example implemented? Please, Prof. Gunawan and Dr. Ruki.
Ms. Ines, I try to answer, and then also the Pak Ruki will add to improve my answer. You know, the main aim is asking you to reduce the use of water, reuse the water, and recycle the water for the reuse, of course. Then, how many cubics of water can you recycle from your waste? From you are running out, let's say you are flushing your toilet and also will you recycle that water or not? Or you let your water just go into the public recycling program or whatsoever. But we ask you, for your university, do you have any policy of reducing the use of water, recycling the water? Recycling, you have two results. It's upcycling or downcycling. You can mention that. Upcycling, that means you have innovation. It will get a plus point. You can recycle the water into drinking water, the wastewater, and how many cubic can you produce for the use of that water? Is that answer your question? Miss Ines, is she still join us?
Yeah, maybe Miss Ines cannot communicate through microphone, Professor Gunawan. Let me add a little bit information regarding this, Miss Ines. I hope you are still with us. You can consult or check it in our guideline, yeah, or maybe you already, yeah. This is the question that you are asking, WR2, yeah, water recycling program implementation. And the explanation is like this one, yeah. Select the condition that reflect the condition of your university, blah blah blah, yeah. And you can choose one from 5 available answers, like no at all, yeah. And the second one is program is still in preparation. Maybe your university are planning, yeah, doing some study for implementing any kind of water recycling activities, yeah. Because if you think the extensive application of this item, it could be costly. I think it can be very costly, like building a certain pool for water recycling plant, something like that. It can be expensive, but other things can also be not too expensive. So maybe some universities are still in feasibility studies. It is okay, yeah. Or you already implemented in early stage, like 1 to 25%, yeah. This is according to your water usage in the campus. If, for example, just an example, you have 10 buildings and you are just implemented this kind of program in one building, then it means you are just 10%, yeah, something like that. So this percentage is based on the water usage for all of the campus. So in this year, still the maximum score will be gained if you are already in this station, more than 50% water are recycled. Yeah, hopefully this adds some clarification to you. Yeah, that's all from me.
Thank you, Ms. Ines, Prof. Gun, and Dr. Ruki. So is there any questions from the participants? We still have some time. I think there's no more questions. So I would like to say thank you for all the participants and all the speakers for actively participating in the Q&A sessions. Today we already discussed comprehensively about 2023 UIGM metric questionnaire and upcoming events that promote sustainability in our universities. And I want to say thank you to all speakers for sharing their expertise and insights. Your contributions have been valuable, and to all participants from various universities around the world who attend today's information sessions. Let us keep in mind that sessions serves as stepping stone towards our greater goals, it is now our responsibility to take action and implement sustainable practices in our institutions. Before we conclude, I would like to remind that we offer UI Green Metrics service package designed to evaluate and enhance your university sustainability framework. If you are interested, please reach out to Ms. Sabrina Hikmah Ramadianti or Ms. Dian Anggreni, whose contact details already provided in the comment sections. Thank you once again for your active participations. We look forward to meeting you again in future endeavors. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you. Hope to see you again.
Thank you.
Mari, Prof. Gun, Prof. Riri, Rima Yovita.